All right, it's recording now.
Okay, great.
Okay, good. Thank you.
So what requirements there be for members?
Sorry, are you
Sorry?
Are you able to? I was trying to share the document on the screen, but maybe it's not. Is it necessary?
Yeah, I'll put it on the one.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
So we're looking at number 2 there.
I can write this.
Patricia, according to the act, does it specify a minimum number of members?
No, it doesn't.
Didn't I see a number 8
okay.
somewhere?
No, that's just for the registration. It's actually 10. I think it's 10 members to register.
Right.
Then after that, the others can join.
Right. Well, right. Okay. Well, I suppose the membership requirement would be, I don't know, do you limit it to people from Makeni or whatever the geographical area is going to be, or you just leave it open?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. I don't know if we should restrict it to Makeni or not sure about that.
I would leave it open, because the type of thing that you're trying to do, it's like the more the merrier.
Yeah.
If you hold your expos, you can't leave out, somebody that wants to come and, put up a stand basically because they're coming from Foxdale or whatever.
Yeah, and looking at the members on the group, we have people from outside as well.
Yeah, and also, Patricia, what happens when you move to your new house in Ibex? Do we chuck you off the group?
Yeah, yeah, imagine, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, there would be a membership, correct?
A membership?
Membership fee.
Yes.
You see what's on the screen now? You said we've covered what area will be covered.
Yeah, so what area they say it's either neighborhood or district.
Yeah, so we will go for Lusaka district.
Yeah. Okay.
District.
And then maximum number of members, we sort of touched on it. The only requirement is the 10 people to register thereafter. Right.
Limitless.
Yeah.
Okay.
Address, this would be your registered address?
Yes.
Would it, who is it that has the garden between you and Pamela?
It's me.
Yeah, so that's the address.
Yeah, we can use that one to start with.
Yeah.
Until we buy a property or something.
And membership.
Okay, so registration fee is just one off when joining, and then membership is annual.
Right. All right.
Sorry?
What is reasonable?
Yeah, what's I don't know. Mr. Wake, do you know?
Generally, these fees are not high. Just depends on how you want to play around it. You have the registration fee, which you just really want to come on board, so you don't want it to be restrictive. And then you've got the annual membership fee.
It was 50. Yeah, I would say membership fee, annual fee is 50 kwacha. Registration.
50 kwacha.
Yes. If you had the 300 members all sign up, that's 15,000.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
15,000.
Correct.
And then registration?
Something like that.
Something like what? Sorry?
20 kwacha.
20.
Yeah. You think it's too low?
I think so.
I'm going by
I'm
what
seeing that
numbers
it's
that work.
maybe I'm thinking, okay, maybe because I'm thinking ahead. I'm looking at the amount of money we need to raise to run it. So I think I've jumped the gun here. So I was thinking of registration 50, membership 100. Because it's a business group.
Still pretty decent.
Yeah. No, that's fine. So registration is 50 and membership is 100.
I think so.
Yeah. And how many people do we expect to join? Say maybe 200.
Yeah. Hopefully. But I'm sure 100 will join.
Depends. Yeah. Well, it depends how it's packaged. What we're saying we're going to do. Quite a few things that we can do. You know, anything that deals. It starts. I mean, I run football team, and we've got members of the club or supporters. But based on that, we do all sorts of things. We get restaurant discounts. We get discounts on insurance. So the list is endless.
Yeah.
You know, so 300 people being somewhere around there is a good enough number to get something from almost anybody for those 300 people. So there will be value in being a member.
Yeah.
There's also, depending on where you go in future, let me jump a gun a little bit also. Patricia did. There's somewhere where you were talking about crowdfunding and credit facilities, that sort of thing. That's something that would sort of benefit everyone, depending on what criteria you
use.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So down to how it practices.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we'll need to come up with something for the early birds.
Yeah, correct. And then also, the non-profit.
Hello?
Patricia, you should have all the answers because you've been dreaming of this for years.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. No, I haven't been. It's you guys who've been dreaming of it. I'm just facilitating.
Right. Well, anyway, I mean that's something that we can come to later on once the registration.
Mm. What
Once we
did
get
you? Where are we? And how many people to expect after a year?
those are the numbers we were saying. After a year, I mean, I don't know. It just depends how it goes right at the beginning. You think 100, I think 200. So
Because
by the time,
these are questions that are in the registration form.
oh, I see. Well, I mean, we can just put a in a 300 just to satisfy
Okay.
what the requirements.
So 300 at the end of the year, and then beginning.
Yeah, that's
Is what?
100.
Okay.
100, just like you said, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Service to its members, online marketing platform. That would be your Facebook.
Okay, so these
This
were just
also,
things that.
this is also part of the requirement of your application.
Yeah, so this just popped out of my head just to, give us an idea of, I don't know, what suggestions do you have? Obviously, we need as many as possible. And you can probably try some of these if you feel they're not.
No, I mean, they look like they're spot on.
Yeah, they look spot on indeed.
There's nothing that I'll take away. Maybe you can expand a little bit on number 7. Profit share.
Profit sharing?
Yeah.
I think I'm even wondering whether it should, I don't know if it should have been on this page or on the next one, but maybe to give members extra earnings in that form of profit sharing.
To give them extra what?
Earnings.
Right.
Or income.
So the society would make a profit and share it out.
Yes.
Right.
So that is mandatory since we're expected to make money.
Right.
Yeah. According to the Act.
Right.
I think we would need to tread carefully around this one and just understand exactly what the Act means, because if I'm asking people to put in a 50 kwacha to join, 100 kwacha on an annual basis, and then I'm providing all these services, the expos, I'm giving them these discounts, I'm doing the workshops, and then at the end of the day, whatever monies we make, we then have to plow them back into these people. I really don't see where it's going. So maybe it's just something we just need to, maybe you can explain a bit more, or maybe something that we just need to read up a bit more on.
I'm thinking, Mr. Mumba, that's your
No, I mean, I get the point. That's why I sort of said, maybe you can expand on terms of what you mean. So when you listen to what Mumba has now, uh, when you join, this is what you're joining for: online marketing, monthly expo, workshops, and that, seeing discounts, and some possible funding, right? Profit share. I don't know. It's not totally off. I think let's go with what Mumba is saying. Let's read up a little bit about it. Just open our minds a little bit more in terms of what it would
Yeah.
Mm.
So just the way you've shared this document, I'm sure you've got that. You can share that.
Mm-hmm.
So this uh, this particular point will be for follow up later on.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How much money do we need to begin operations? What are they? Are you asking us, or is this all part of the application?
No, it's I think no, this is not part of the application. I think.
Mm.
So you're asking us? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Will membership be enough, or do we need to raise?
Yes. This is a question for us, so that we can state whether we're going to have capital shares or we'll just run it based on membership fees.
I think the shares would sort of go from venture to venture.
From?
Because it sounds to me like we will be having a number of sort of ventures or activities. I would expect a member can come and make a presentation on
Yes.
on some venture that they are going into.
Yeah.
But not all the members are
Mhm.
obliged to buy into that venture.
Yes.
So yeah, so the capital, the member will be responsible
Pays.
for whatever capital they raise. Yes. And then, in fact, I would assume that the society maybe would like, they're providing the platform, so you can. We've got so many members. You can come and pitch to them about raising some funds, and whatever funds you raise, this percentage is
Comes
withheld
to
by the
the.
society.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good plan.
Yeah. So the membership fee and the what's it fees will be enough, I think.
Okay.
Because any activity or venture should be self-supporting.
My take,
Raising money and that.
my take.
Mr. Wakia.
Sorry, we lost you a bit.
To side with you, I believe that's enough for today operation or a day-to-day office. We'll probably have more or less monthly activities outlined where we know, okay, during this month we plan to do A, during the following month we plan to do B. So I think with the monies that are coming in just from membership and registration, I think we should be able to wing it. And then on top of that, I know that we probably to the ministry and to some of these other organizations, the civil ones, who probably will provide a way of funding for us. So I don't think there is need for any extra capital per se.
So the answer to that question would be membership fee is expected to be enough.
Yes.
I believe it will be.
We could start with that and see how it goes.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe after a year we can evaluate.
Total paid up membership fees expected when operating commence. That's your 100 times 150. You be rich.
150.
15,000.
15,000.
Oh no,
Yeah.
sorry. First is the 10,000, which is 100. Then your next question is 5,000.
Mm-hmm.
The 55.
Yeah.
The share capital, I think we just addressed it the previous thing when we were talking about, am I correct? We were talking about capital raised through shares.
Mm-hmm.
When you register this society, does it have share capital?
Does it have what? Sorry.
Share capital, like a company.
When you register.
Yes. Does it have shares? You
No,
know, when
it's
you
up to
register a
us.
company, all right.
Mhm.
So it can have shares or not have shares.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I think this is another one for, look, I mean, we don't
But
have to
but
solve
then
the whole.
again, sorry to take you back a
Yeah.
little. We were talking about profit sharing, and we said we would look at that. I would think about the profit sharing, but if we didn't have the capital, share capital, how would the profit sharing be done? It's just going to be equal, like across the board, right?
Well, at the
I don't
moment,
know.
everyone's coming in at 150, so they are.
Yeah, I suppose so. Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then the idea here is that Mr. Walker, because he's so rich, shouldn't then come and say, "Oh, here's 15,000. Therefore, I represent 100 people
Yeah.
in my
There you
individual
go.
capacity."
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
so
True.
That's a thought.
yeah, when you come here, one member is the same as the next member.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mhm.
Unless,
That's
of
right.
course, now we come back to those ventures and things that are happening within. There you can say, oh, this looks like a good thing. I've got 50,000, so I'll put in 50,000.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
So that also, so that again, I was going to say, we don't have to solve all the world's problem in this particular meeting. What's important is that we've had it and we are sort of, we've started moving forward. So
Yeah.
again, just like we were going to look at the contributions of raising of capital, we can aspect of
Mm.
that and open up our minds.
Mhm.
Yeah. Fair enough. I think that's good.
Um, Last slide. Expenditure of annual operations, building share capital. Oh, you're talking of property. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And dividend, financial reserve, and treasury. Community. You'd have you'd, you'd have you'd have to expand on this.
Okay, so yeah, okay, we talked about the share capital, so that's out, which means dividends is out.
So I think your
And
mistake here was calling this expenditure. It sounds like you mean investment.
Yeah.
it sounds like what?
Like you mean
Sorry?
investment. Like you
Like it's
mean
a mini
investment.
investment. Yeah,
Yeah,
because we
like
need to, I think from the act, we're required to save at least 20% as a
Mhm.
financial reserve. They assume that if you're giving credit to people, you may make losses. I mean, one make losses, so you need to pump in money to cover up for the losses. But I was thinking, anyway, depending on what our plans are, if we want to buy property in future, we could maybe buy treasury bills and have that income, annual income, so that we don't run dry from the reserve.
Can I come in here? Maybe let me just try and clarify. So we have the society, and the society has got a core purpose purpose. We're talking about all these things, the expos, getting business going. So that to me would be the bread and butter of the society. And then we've got this other side, which is our, basically, when I look at this, the treasury function. How are we managing the monies that we are holding? Are we investing them? Are we buying treasury bills? What are we doing with that, with our money, the money that we make?
Exactly.
So this part of, yeah, so this part of the society is not really the bread and butter. It would then be more or less the management or the executive level of how we're going to be dealing with things. That's my understanding. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So we've spoken about what we want to do as a society. So I take it here we are now talking about, with whatever monies are flowing in, how do we plan on growing them? Is that
Yes,
right?
that is correct.
That's why I said she wanted to call this investment rather than, or call it treasury management.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Instead of expenditure.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But when you look at T-bills, you can't connect it with expenditure.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
In fact,
There are a lot of
talking,
things that are not included.
it's a treasury policy that you're trying to build. Say, where is this, like Mumbai say, where is this money then going to be? You can't load the cash. Yeah. Which is fair enough.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
correction made.
Yeah, and then maybe just from the same treasury perspective, a lot of these decisions, I think, normally are made based on what's prevailing. So we might, for example, as a policy, say that we really want to grow our money by a certain percentage or a certain margin. We set a target, but if in that year treasury bills are low and something else is better, we should be at liberty to be able to choose to say, where are we investing? Where are we going to get a better return for our money? So maybe that's just something that we just need to be alive to, that it's very fluid when it comes to treasury. It could go left or right, as long as we just
Correct.
understand that we want to maximize what we are making. So we're not going to lock ourselves into treasury bills. For example, if we find that there are potatoes that are coming in at 2 kwacha and selling at 8 kwacha, we might just go that route.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Point taken.
Yeah. Having come to the end of the slide, but yeah, it's a very positive step forward. I think what I would say is that coming out of here, I will share the meeting. So when the stuff what we have to do, Peter will share the app.
Sorry, you're breaking.
Yeah.
I can't get you.
I'm saying, but you will share the act
I did share
as
it.
a follow. You did share it.
Yes, it was the first thing.
Oh, so it's there somewhere in history.
Yeah, somewhere in history. I'll repost it. It was the first thing.
Okay. Maybe
Yeah.
you can repost it. I would also suggest sorry, like now I don't know how many WhatsApp groups I have, but they are very useful for specific things. So it doesn't take long. So I would suggest a WhatsApp group for the development of this society. Mind you, we're going to need another 6 people to at least begin the registration.
In fact, talking about that, when would the other members be brought in?
I would say lobby the 10 people that you need, and carry on the registration. So when you're inviting people in general, you're inviting an existing thing rather than
Sorry?
we are going.
But we're inviting people
Because
in general?
yeah, when we're inviting people in general, it would have to be registered. You get the point?
I did get your
Isn't
last
it?
The line was
words.
breaking, so I didn't really hear what you said.
Your last word.
I've said when we're inviting people to join,
Mhm.
the society would need to be in existence and registered.
Okay.
We're not inviting them to a concept. This thing is happening. Come and join
Yes.
if you like. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's why I'm saying, to satisfy the requirements of the
Mm.
act, we need to find another 6 people to join the 4 of us.
Yes. So those 6 people are the ones I'm asking about. When will they? When do they come in this? Because they'll also be. They'll need to go through what we're going through now.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, there's 4 of us. I mean, somebody just co-opt 2 people each. But
Yeah.
12 better than 6. I'll tell you. I'll tell you why. Because with something like this, it has to be clear who the pioneers are.
Yes.
You get the point. When you're opening it up,
Yeah,
when you open
that's
it
true.
up if you open it up too quickly, you have a control problem.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, then somebody says, no, but why is he chairman? You
Mm.
see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And there will be too many owners, right? I mean, I paid even before the thing was registered, so how come shiny for whatever? But
Mm.
if you've done it and registered already, it's like, oh, this thing is happening. You can either join it or you can't join it. And you know,
So
the
for me, the
12 people
question
that,
then,
yeah, go ahead.
sorry, the line was breaking. I didn't know you were still speaking. Please go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm basically done. Don't worry. Go ahead.
Okay, what I wanted to find out is, in its current format, are we able to register it, the 4 of us?
No, you need
No.
10, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, you need 10
10.
people.
Okay, so we need 10 people. So we basically need to co-opt in a few more people, just like you were saying.
Yeah,
With the
correct.
understanding that the people that we are bringing in will not cause chaos, of course. I remember we once brought in an admin.
What was that? The lady that was removed?
Yeah, the moment we brought her in, everything changed. Yeah, so it would be nice.
Yeah.
I think as we are co-opting, we just need to have a sort of criteria. Let's at least bring in people who we are able to have control, some level of control over. I don't know how best to put it.
So they shouldn't be strangers. No, but you know what? That 2 people
Yeah.
I see on the group. I'm just thinking there could be a good option. There's that Patiz guy. I think he's management. He helps people to manage their businesses. And then there's a
But do you
guy
know
who
him?
sells. No.
That's the problem.
I don't
Remember,
know
that's
how
how we
it's
brought
going
in
to
that
be.
team.
Yeah, no. What you need here, you see, because these 10 people, they don't have to come from NBF. I could give you my wife. You
Yeah.
get the point. This is purely
Yeah.
for me to waive a certificate and say this is registered.
Yeah.
And the
Okay.
registrar of society, the registrar of society is not going to be bothered of, to say, oh, but this one is not from MBF or whatever, or this one.
Yeah.
They just want 10 people.
Just want 10 people. Yeah.
Yeah. And what I'm saying is, for you to keep control of, you have to, keep it very close to your chest
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
beginning,
yeah,
right? And and by the time you are opening it up to other people, it's in existence.
yes. Okay. Okay, so I think you've kind of brought us to part 2. That will be discussed in the next meeting. I need to prepare something where we have to talk about the leadership and structure of the society. I think that will also guide
Right.
us on who to pick, because we need people who have the time and also
Right.
the knowledge in what they're going to be doing specifically when we begin.
Right.
There's administration, that all those, departments. So who's going to do what amongst ourselves? So we need
Right.
to put that into consideration as we pick our wives and husbands.
So
No problem.
Patricia, that's 2 different groups we're talking about, right?
Sorry, that's the 6 people we're talking about.
That's 2 different people. That's 2 different groups we're talking about, because we're talking about the group which is the genesis of the society, the guys who basically hold the keys to the society. It doesn't necessarily have to be the same group that is doing the admin work, so to speak. They can, but I'm just saying, yeah. You say?
But won't we be the directors? So at least we just need to be able to set it up.
Yeah, for setup,
uh-huh.
you have the registration. I'm just thinking here. We've got the registration, which we're talking about. The registration is one group of people. That's why we're saying it doesn't matter. You can bring your spouse in, your what in, but just because you've brought them in doesn't mean they really need to be working as an admin, whatever. Because, for example, I know I might be able to bring in my wife to say, okay, you are coming in, come and form part of the 10 people. This is what we're doing. But she may not necessarily want to start doing the running around that I'm doing.
Okay,
Right.
she may not be.
That's why I was saying that I think we're talking about 2 different groups of people.
But we need people who will help us set it up. So we need people who understand what is required in administration, what is required under treasury, and all that.
Yeah.
So when we set it up, we know exactly what the duties will be for these people who will be doing that job.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you, Patricia. I'm saying that that is the second group. Those don't necessarily have to be a part of the group that form McKinney Business. They don't have to be part of the directors, if I can put it that way. They can just come in as all these other specialists that come in.
Okay, I get you. All right.
I was waiting for Patricia to get it.
I have something else in my head. The whole Venn diagram that I made.
No, and I'll keep reminding you, but Patricia is like 10 steps ahead. So when you say something, she's over there, okay? So this. Mumba was talking relative to registering the entity, but Patricia was already running it.
Yeah, he was busy printing papers out there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But anyway, I think you brought her back when you said no. It's the way you've explained it makes it very clear. To say there's Group A, which deals with just sorting out the legalities and having the society to say it exists. Now, who are we inviting? Then that man that you mentioned, that you said you've seen on the group or whatever it is, that's the Group 2 now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have okay. Can I just take you back a little bit? When we're talking about how much money we need to start, was that meant for the whole year? like to start to run it for the whole year. Okay, no, we can move, we can postpone it to the next meeting maybe.
No, this how much do we need to begin operation? It's how much do you need for registration?
And running the programs.
No, that will come from members.
Yeah, from membership. So probably I'm jumping the gun again.
Yeah,
when
like,
you will realign me. So when we bring in the other members, team B, as Mr. Wakia put it, they'll probably need some salaries or something like that. I don't know.
It depends how you
basis.
Yeah, I mean to begin with, yes. But like anything else, the activity itself. I mean, it's like somebody now saying, "Oh no, pay me for being admin of McKinney Business Group. What's up?" It doesn't warrant that. It's not enough. And if you're successful, you will employ people. They don't have to be members; they'll be employees.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, you're mixing members and employees.
No.
So
I'm mixing the amount required to begin and the employees.
And the employees, yes. But what I'm saying is your success will determine what you need to do.
Okay.
Or yeah. But I mean again, for instance here, that there'll be some places who will give you funds. But as you get into those programs, the program is almost self-sustaining. You can't fund an expo which hasn't taken off, or you can't plan to raise money on expo which you haven't held. When you decide to hold the expo, then you will say how much money is needed for the expo, where is the money going to come?
All right.
At this stage, register the society. Then that will be off the table.
Okay.
The registration. Then the next thing will be invite the members. And enough members join, that will be off the table. Next thing is, what is our first program?
Yeah.
So, pole.
All right, pole.
Yeah.
Is there any limitation on who to invite to make up for the 10? Any boundaries? Are there any boundaries?
No, we just want bodies. You can bring
so
your
you can keep your family members, mother, father, brother, sister.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would say there's
Maybe that for ourselves, are we coming up with anything?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's 4 of us here. Each one of us come up with 2 people. So that's 12. And it's only 12 is because it will be uniform across the 4 people. But mind you, then that also means 450 kwacha. I think that's where you were going. So it will be 150. 150 times 12.
What do you mean where I was going?
I sort of felt you starting to say something about And
I
like,
was asking, like, I mean, are we comfortable with bringing in family members, or should we, you know what I mean? The two people
It's
that
just-
we're all going to bring in.
it's entirely up to you. That's why
Okay.
it's 2-2-2-2. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I
You
just
don't
wanted
have to
to
bring
have
a
that
family.
clear. Huh, sorry?
But it doesn't have to be a family member. That's why I said here it's
It
just
doesn't have,
what
Mm.
the problem we had is that we couldn't register the society, 4 of us. We needed at least 10.
Mhm.
So that's how come we're bringing these other bodies so that we make it.
Okay.
You know? Yeah.
All right. Hello.
Hi, Patricia. Maybe just one.
Yeah. Hi.
Maybe from my end, just I seem to sense a bit of a struggle around the other people we're trying to bring in. Remember, as much as possible, all we want to bring in are just bodies.
Mm.
So we want to remain in control. We don't want to find ourselves with seemingly bringing in people who will then begin to antagonize how we're operating. So we all know the people around us who at least we're able to bring in who will not cause drama for us. So all we're looking for is bodies so that we can make this number with the registrar of societies.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. No, that's fine.
Next meeting.
Next meeting. Can we make it?
Under is never.
I just need time to prepare it. What's today?
Let's call it next week Tuesday.
Yeah, I think that's okay.
Yeah.
Next week Tuesday and
Hello?
Next week Tuesday is good.
yes, Mr.
Next
Did
week
you say
Tuesday is
something
good for
after
me.
next week
I just
Tuesday?
wanted to say, me?
I thought Mr.
Patricia, I don't
Chomba said,
know.
did you say anything after saying next week Tuesday?
No, I didn't know.
Okay, okay.
I said something
Mr.
after
Marshall.
next week Tuesday,
Oh,
Trish.
it was you. Okay, what did you say? Sorry.
I was just saying that it's a pity that Pam isn't on board today, because I know she's got quite a bit of insider information from the ministry that would really help us. I think as much as possible, maybe Trish, if you can get a chance, just let her, just rope her in so that she doesn't miss next week's meeting as well. Otherwise, I think we'll be a bit too far ahead for her if she tries to join later on.
Okay. Noted. And Mr. Chomba, you can share the meeting on the group. I think that you have.
I'm not sure how what size it will come up with.
Oh yeah.
To sort of compress it voice, so it's not too bad.
Okay. So I hope I can talk to Pamela.
Okay. All right. Good night and thank you very much.
Okay.
We'll see you on the group.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you very much.
It was great sharing. Great job.
Thank you very much.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys. All right.
All right. Okay. Thanks.
All right. Bye.
All right. Cheers.